have good internet speed connectivity. So to start this, it's very important to understand the mindset, the important mindset of a presenter. It's light should face you. Like right now, I have my light here, facing me here. So people put their light source behind. What happens? All the face gets darkened, and people aren't able to see you. And what? It's all about your facial expressions. 10 tips I'm going to give you if you're giving an online Zoom presentation. Nowadays everything is online and most of the presentations are online. But I have seen, when in my institute, we have a lot of online presentations. I have seen that my students make a lot of mistakes. They don't know small things which play a very crucial role in delivering your presentation. Though their content is good, but because of these mistakes, they spoil the game. So these are the 10 tips for you. If you are giving an online presentation, you can be a student, you can be an employee. This is for you. So the first tip is this. Well, have you seen how it is? The background is very important. You are giving a professional presentation, and in your background, you should not have your family members moving around or some thing like kitchen or something from your bedroom should not be a bed. I have seen people, they are sitting giving presentations and behind them there is a bed or the mosquito net. I have seen that. So don't do that. Your kids are playing. No. So have a nice blur background, or like as you can see in my background there is a wall. Go and do that. It's more important. There should not be anything which is personal visible to everyone because this is a professional presentation. Now the second tip, know the software. Yeah, so my screen is visible to everyone. Is it visible? Oh, can you see my screen? No? Wait. Oh. Now it's visible. Can you see my screen? Like what happens? This is what happens. If you're not familiar with the software, these kind of things happen. So go and learn how to share the screen, be familiar with the audio, how to mute, unmute, start the video, off the video, be familiar with that. We have 3 to 4 different softwares which are used for online meetings and presentations. So be familiar with that. You should have hands-on. They should be in your control. You should know all the interface very easily. You should be very familiar with them so that when you are actually giving the presentation, that kind of problem, as you have seen, should not be there. Okay, you should be smooth in sharing the screen and delivering your talk. You should be very comfortable with the software, handling the interface effectively. All right, now, this is very frequently I have seen. People speak, but they don't know that they are muted. So be careful about this. Yeah, can you hear me, all of you? Am I audible? Yeah, thank you. Have you seen this? Now, this is what happens. Be careful next time if you are muted. It should not be like someone else should stop and say, "Excuse me, sir, you are muted." So be very careful about when you are mute and when you're unmute. Now, the next tip, which is very obvious but important, have good internet speed connectivity. So to start this, it's very important to understand the mindset, the important mindset of a presenter. It's more, try to understand that when you're giving a presentation, you have to stay calm and composed. Now, calm and composed by just saying, but for that, you have to really work on your thought process. You have to understand how you think, what are the emotions in that. Okay. Now, this is what is going to happen if your connectivity is not good. The video and the audio will mess up. I have seen people having great content, good communication skills, everything is fine. but their voice is muffled, their video freezes, and all that hard work they have done goes down the drain. So that should not be the case. Check your connectivity, have a backup plan if power goes off, so that you can have this seamless connectivity. The next important tip is illumination in your room. I have seen people, they don't know how to set. I mean, light should face you. Like right now, I have my light here, facing me here. So people put their light source behind. What happens? All the face gets darkened, and people aren't able to see you. And what it's all about your facial expressions, which is our next step. Keep your video on. When you're delivering a presentation, your video must be on. So here we go. And important thing in presentation is you just be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else. Now in presentation, you have to understand that copying others will not take you anywhere. In fact, people will dislike you. Have you seen how it works? If my video is off, I mean, you won't be able to connect with that person. Because communication is not only about voice, it's about non-verbals. It's about your face, and it's about your hand gestures. It's about your eye contact. So if your video is off, when I tell this, students say that, but my connectivity is not good. So I have to keep my video off. Find out some solution for that connectivity. But your video must be on, always. Now, it happens, we don't know that our video is unmuted. We are live. Everyone is listening us, but we don't know that, and we are saying some personal things. So be careful about this, that your video is properly muted, and you don't do that mistake which some people do, like this. All right, see, what happens is, as you have seen, like, people think like, okay, I'm sitting at home, so they will wear some t-shirt or some casuals. Nah, you're giving a presentation. Dress as if you're giving actual live presentation, physical presentation. It leaves a huge impact. So dress well, dress professionally. Even if it is live presentation, online presentation, you have to dress properly, formal dressing. Be careful about this. Don't come with some t-shirts and slacks and some unkempt hair and all. Groom well, dress well. I should not tell, but this point is also equally important. Your microphone and your camera, these things are important. Do not use a cheap mobile and give a presentation, or low quality microphone, because your audio and your video matters. If your internet connectivity is good, your content is good, but the microphone you're using is cheap, what's the point? So have a good microphone, invest some money in microphones, or buy some cameras, good cameras. I have given links of some good microphones and cameras in the description. You can go and find out them. They are better. I'm using currently the same. Okay? Now, while giving a presentation, the angle of your camera, that matters a lot. So you should not do like this. So yeah, guys, so today I'm going to tell you something about, have you seen this? This is what happens. That we don't know how to place the camera, and people can see inside your nose. If you're looking down the camera, now look at me, how I'm looking at the camera. Straight eye, straight level is there. My camera is placed exactly at the level of my eyesight. Therefore, you know, it looks very professional. It looks so nice, when you are having that direct eye contact. That's more important. Keep this thing in mind next time. Well, so these were some of the tips which I wanted to tell you. The video was lengthy a bit, but 10 tips for online Zoom presentation, very important. Keep this thing in mind. Thank you, and rock your online presentation. My best wishes. Bye-bye.